On Sunday, the 25th of October 2015, Ethiopian Somali regional states high officials, led by the President Abdi Mohamed Omar, alongside community members, have showed an outstanding reception to the President of Switzerland and a delegation of the Swiss Confederation. Inside Wilwal International Airport, a famous cultural arts have showed an outstanding traditional Danto dance to the Swiss delegation. The two presidents had a short conversation before holding a press conference. The President of Ethiopian Somali regional states addressed how both the regional and the federal government of Ethiopia are delighted with the visit of the Swiss President. President Abdi Mohamed Omar also noted and thanked the Swiss President for choosing to visit, engage in Ethiopian Somali regional states.
Your Excellency, Mrs. Ismanato Samarunga, the President of the Swiss Confederation, members of the Swiss delegation, officials from federal governments and regional, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to Somali Regional State of Ethiopia. As you know, Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia consists of 9 states, and Somali region is one of the 9 regional states in Ethiopia. Your Excellency, I am very glad to welcome you and your delegation to Somali regional state.
President Abdi Mohamed Omar mentioned how the visit of a Switzerland president will strengthen and expand the long relationship between Ethiopia and Swiss Confederation on this historical visit.
Your Excellency, Madam President, I am sure that this visit would greatly contribute to further strength of the ties between Ethiopia and Switzerland, and will keep the spirits of development and technical cooperation between both sides getting better forever.
Ethiopian Somali regional state presidents have said Ethiopia is well known in welcoming and treating well refugees, especially in the host regions of Tigray, Benishangul, Gambela, and Somali regional states, where hundreds of thousands of refugees throughout East Africa, practically in Somalia, are living here.
Our region is a host to hundreds of thousands of refugees from Somalia. We support the refugees in various ways, including provision of security, maintaining good relations with local community, and helping to solve individual conflicts with them.
In addition, President Abdi Mohamed Omar acknowledged how Ethiopian Somali regional states and governments play a vital role in resolving and preventing refugee community issues that cause either from within or from the outside, while cooperating and working with the UNHCR and ARA.
We do this in cooperation with ARA and UNHCR, which we are grateful for the role they play. We happily support the refugee program to the best of our ability, and the refugees are welcome in every respect. Do not face any problem in Ethiopia territory.
The regional president also addressed the existence of refugees or internal displacement persons can cause a variety of complex social, economic, and environmental issues. Also, problems in economic strains, water demobilization. The regional president gave a visible example to the pressures that come from hosting a large refugee population can be seen in the road to be constructed from Jigjiga to Shedera. Moreover, President Abdi Mohamed Omar have gave a sincere appreciation to the President of Switzerland for taking the time to travel, experiencing and assisting the circumstances refugees are facing.
I have to say that taking such a long trip from your country to Ethiopia to share 3 days with a refugee requires courage and a commitment, therefore reflects your strong humanitarian spirit.
President Abdi Mahmoud Umar noted that women in leadership have a better understanding and far more generous than their male leader counterpart.
I look into the window of my mind, reflections of the fears I know I've left behind.
On the other side, the president of Switzerland showed a huge acknowledgement of Ethiopian Somali regional states, people and government for the warm welcome to the region. The president of Switzerland mentioned how happy and excited she is to be visiting in Ethiopia, practically in Ethiopian Somali regional state, on this unique and historical trip.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you very much for your so warm welcome. Thank you so much.
The President of Switzerland applauded the Ethiopian Somali regional state government and peoples for being aware of the refugee conditions, for also effectively taking part in betterment of refugee lives and communities.
Mr. President, you mentioned that we want to strengthen our ties. That's exactly why we are here today. We are here today to strengthen our ties between your country, your state, and our country. And my visit here shows that we want to strengthen these ties, because we are fully aware that your country, Ethiopia, and especially Somalia regional state, you host a large community of refugees, and we are very grateful, not that you host the refugees, but also the way you host the refugees. And Mr. President, I was glad to hear from you that you welcome the refugees. And we are very glad to hear that, because I think there are so many people in this world who need our help and who need that we give them just to live. And if they can stay here in a good way, together with the help of UNHCR, and we support UNHCR, I think we do a very good job.
Mrs. Simonita said to be surprised on how Ethiopia in general and Ethiopian Somali regional state boosted a development, peace and stability for the past decades, which gives a Switzerland the opportunity to invest.
I know also, Mr. President, that your country has made enormous progresses the last decades. It's incredible what has changed in your country. And I think the world has become smaller in our globalized world. So we need to work together. We need to work more together and more closely also in the future. You mentioned it, Mr. President. We need to work together in economy, because there are the possibilities for both, for your country and our country. We have the possibility to have a win-win situation if we have the possibility to make investments. That is why I came here to Ethiopia together with a delegation of entrepreneurs, economic persons from small and middle enterprises who would like to invest in your country. They come from a business where they make clean economy, green economy, and I think for a sustainable growth, and you want to have a sustainable growth, and I'm glad you want that. I think it's exactly where we can have a support and have a win-win situation for both of us. We need to have cooperation also in the field of water. Mr. President, you mentioned the challenges you have in this region concerning water, and everybody knows that without water there is no life. So we have to find solutions for that challenge. And of course, I mentioned already the issue of migration is something which is a challenge for our country, because we have quite a lot of refugees, asylum seekers coming to our country, but you have much more refugees coming to your country. And here again, visiting the refugee camp now, we are going, I think that we want to show also that we are interested in how people can live here, and we are interested to know also the living conditions of the refugees in your country. And then we go on to the university, and I think this is a great day, because today we see the challenges, but we see also the opportunities we have. And what we are going to sign today with the project on health for animals and health for human beings, I think we can show that in strengthening the ties, we can, it's the good for all of us. So thank you so much.
After the conferences and the questions were concluded, the Switzerland President and her componencies were welcomed to the stunningly lively and diversity Ethiopian cultural exhibition, in which the visitor were given a special gift by the Ethiopian Somali Regional State high officials. Lastly, before taking off to visit a shelter refugee camp, the Swiss leader, alongside the Swiss delegation and Ethiopian Somali Regional State high officials, had a brief yet refreshment traditional coffee